Anya! Welcome to my reaction to the wooden AR-15. The AR-15, cheap AR-15 from Escape from Tarkov. Which actually exists. I thought it was just a meme. I did not know this thing was actually real. It looks real. This is by Brendan Herrera. I saw this, and I actually want to see how well the real life one compares to the game. Let's go check this out. Ah.
Imagine for a moment that the Russians looked at the American AR-15 and thought, huh, we should make one of those for our civilian market. What would that look like?
Also, I want to know, since this is like a Russian AR-15, if it can like be available in Canada, because I'm Canadian.
Well, you can stop imagining, because it would look like this.
Like it or not, I actually like the vibe of the stock. Maybe change out the wooden handguard, but handguard rail, make it a little bit more nice. This one looks like an M-lock that you can't actually attach stuff to, so change that out for something more. But I like the stock, the aesthetic.
Because that's more or less what
Is that it?
Except in true Russian fashion, they decided needs more wood.
That's what she said.
This is the ADAR-2 Today we're going to take a look.
It's real. It's real. I want to know if you can put any attachments on that thing. Just a random tangent. It took me like a long ass time to figure out in Tarkov you need to get a gas block for the gun to interchange the wooden rail out, because I didn't like it and I wanted to put a handguard, not handguard, foregrip, and make it look more cool. At least the EOTech matches the sight with the height.
Stop resisting!
That Russian accent.
Oh shit, there is camera. I am not guilty of committing self-defense. Greetings!
Is that like
What's going on, guys?
Russian...
Today we are talking about the ADAR-2
excuse for
which I didn't
self-defense?
know until I tried Googling something about it earlier today, that I think ADAR-2 is a month in the Jewish calendar. No, I don't think those two things are related, but who knows?
That's just weird.
But yes, knowing my audience, knowing you guys, and I do feel like I know you guys.
Do you?
And I'm quite proud
I'm
of what you've
Canadian.
accomplished. Anyway, knowing you guys, I know where you guys know this from. A lot of you, if you've ever played or seen people play the game Escape from Tarkov, this is one of the base model guns. This is just your typical scav rifle in various configurations, most often with no EOTech optic of any kind.
Did you have like an iron sight?
Just kind of a
for the base model?
bare bones. You know, what the fuck are you gonna do with that? The answer
It's
is
a 10 round
camp,
mag.
loot, and run.
That's a great answer. That's good.
Make General Sam proud. Also, another reason why I just love these EOTechs is I just
Quick
slapped
attach.
this fucker on before we filmed. This is the QD, so you just kind of
Don't you have to like zero
throw it on
first?
there, latch it on. Pretty solid, and I mean, I was making those hits from back there without it being really zeroed. I just kind of
There we go.
used that shit.
Zero your red
After all,
dots.
this is a GunTube channel. We don't zero shit. Sorry, Henry. Anyhow, this is a clone of the Russian civilian AR-15. They
it
started
available
producing
in
these
Canada?
bad boys in the 2010s, so it's a fairly recent thing.
2010.
Basically, they just took an AR-15, said, well, we should make this for the civilian market. But we got to Russian it up a little bit, put wood on a gun that didn't
the
originally
heat
have wood.
dissipation
Which, if I could talk about that for a
on
second.
the rail. I don't know
just
if it
getting
can
right
withstand
into
the
it.
amount of heat.
This wood is on
in
the
the
front
rounds.
handguard. I'll actually go out on a limb and say it's kind of sexy. The heat
Oh, he
mitigation is
likes
pretty
it.
great. I'm not gonna lie. We were shooting it. I mean, it's semi-auto, but we were
I wanna
shooting it pretty
know
hard earlier.
They should make a
And,
wood
never
version,
really
but make
felt
it
the heat
so you
on
can
the
put
handguard.
attachments.
Pretty rad. It's basically just a similar
At least the bottom
concept as
one.
the cheap
For the foregrip.
Mattel plastic heat shield, like M4 handguards or whatever. But of course, it is wood. Wood is good.
Wood.
Very SVD-esque in the design up here.
Ah, so that's what it reminds us of.
For the back of the gun,
Reminds me.
this is, and I'm not exaggerating,
Fixed stock.
like it straight up looks like a slightly contoured 2x6 with.
You know what it reminds me of? A legally allowed AR-15 stock in California.
fucking holes
All it needs is like that separator in the middle. That way you can like fully grip that grip.
in it. Originally, when we got this, I thought whoever cloned it got the scale wrong.
Okay,
it just
it's a
looks
clone. It's a
wrong.
clone.
This looks like the thing that should not be. No, this is apparently just how they are. Not horrifically uncomfortable either, but I mean, that butt pad is just a fucking mile tall for like no reason. No exaggeration, this butt pad is taller than the butt pad on any 50 cal I own.
For the butt stuff.
I think the thing I hate most about the stock, though, like there's a few things,
fixed.
aesthetics included, but the thing that I dislike the most is that it basically, if you're aiming down the sights, it makes it difficult to actually hit the selector. Like my thumb naturally wants to just breeze over that.
Sand it down.
So I have to like
it's
go
wood.
out
You
of
can
my
sand
way
it down.
and try to get past it because the wood sticks out a little bit there. So that doesn't make it super user friendly, but
Sand it down.
I didn't design it. Why do you need safety?
Sand it down a little bit.
It's not just the furniture. There's also some
bit.
clone markings here on the lower, which I think are pretty fucking rad. Just like little things
I don't know
that
if that's
add to
real
it that
Russian.
make it more original and just kind of feels like a real tribute to the actual.
I want
gun.
Ukraine to make
And
their
also,
own
quick thanks to Mokus
ADAR.
Waifu for helping us out with this build. We picked this up from him, and he did a fucking
Since they're
great
moving
job
from
on it.
AKs to like
Awesome.
Western
I can't wait
guns.
to film this video and never shoot it again.
Now I'm coming to you from the woods. Just kidding. It's a parking lot. To tell you about our sponsor, American Hartford Gold. American
moving
Hartford Gold
this
helps
up.
individuals and families invest in precious metals. That includes physical delivery to your investment portfolio in the pin code.
Why is the resolution
From Skier Unlocked. Kill
So
10
the resolution
scab
for
white
the ad
claws
is like
on
less
Desperado Ranch
than
property. My
the
body is a
actual
machine
video
that
is.
turns White Claw into XP. Firing in 3, 2, 1.
Can somebody tell me in the comments why he shoots
I always
a
love
lot
when we
of
shoot
White
it
Claw?
off the steel targets.
All I
'cause,
know
like,
he's
you just hear that
he
ring of the target
shoots
from how
them,
much energy is
but I
just
don't know the
deposited
original
down
reason
into it,
why.
even though we didn't hit it.
Bam.
Yeah. Reckon that'll do the trick. 9 more. Now, if you're running the ADAR and Tarkov, you know that it goes together with shit ammo like
Oh look, there's a little groove at the bottom. Give us a groove for grip.
peas and carrots. One of the ammos in the game that nobody really likes to use, 5.56 tracers, which is exactly what we have here today. Actually, like
I forgot-
Matt Best gave me these
well,
like fucking 2 years.
If you're broke, you're broke. You gotta do what you gotta do. If it shoots and can kill somebody, shoot it.
Years ago. I just finally
Especially if
got a
you're
chance to
broken
use them on the
Tarkov.
channel. Seems fitting. Best part about having to use tracers is that it'll still fucking kill you.
Yep, exactly. You can't really tell unless it's like nighttime.
Not sure how much of that trace you could actually see. I could see it splashing on the.
Let me. Why
Not sure
did
how
it
much of that trace you
up
could
too
actually
quick?
see.
Almost non-whoopsie. Yeah.
I could see it splashing on the target every time I fired. But we're only filming in like 60 frames per second, and it's kind of bright out, so
now
I don't know
you
how
see
that's
it
going to
when
show
it's
up on
slowed
camera.
down a
But the
little
good
bit.
news is, if you didn't see the trace, neither did that guy.
Especially during
He's
the
dead.
daytime. If it's
Same
nighttime, it's a
reason
different
Helen Keller
story.
can't drive. So now on to manual of arms and disassembly. I'm going to make this real quick because it's pretty basic AR-15 stuff. Just
It's just an
its own
AR-15
little
clone.
passion. Safety's right here on the left side. You got safe. You got fire.
I'm thinking if I could ever own like the stock, I would like put hockey tape or something on the grip
Switching to safe because we're being good boys. Magazine release.
or stipple it somehow.
Right there. Charging handle is this bad boy up top. So we pull that back.
Pull
and
back.
We can actually
I wonder if it's compatible
Hold
with
our
like most
bolt open.
AR-15 parts.
release the bolt.
Get a Geisley.
That button there on the side. Gonna do a quick disassembly and talk about how the operating system on this
Yeah, I
one
want to
works.
know if this like,
Just
splits
for you
apart.
gun nerds out there. Just for a quick refresher, or for those of you who are curious. And if you are interested in that kind of stuff and you'd like to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, you can always check out sdi.edu down in the links in the description and in the
Seriously, drunk
For
Italians.
disassembly, we've got our takedown pin here.
Thank you,
Push that
Charlie, for
through.
telling me that
Pull it
info.
out. And then our gun just hinges open like so. So we can grab our charging handle and pull our bolt carrier group
carrier.
out. Yeah, so that's your basic AR-15 takedown. You got your lower here, your upper here,
I
and
want to
your
see this
bolt
separate,
carrier
the
group
stock and the...
right here. So in operation, gas is siphoned off from
Rail.
the block here, which
Is that
by
a
the way,
rail?
this is a fairly thick barrel
I
profile.
keep on thinking of the common
Fed
word,
through
my
a
gamer brain.
skinny little tube, which you can see poking out there, right in front of the upper. It's your gas tube, and it's fed directly to the bolt carrier through this little gas key up top, which then pushes the bolt carrier back out of battery, unlocking the bolt and allowing this to cycle,
I
eject
don't know how
around,
guns work.
and load.
I'm
a-
Canadian.
Continue until
get
you
a
run out
pass.
of ammunition, which, using the standard 10-round magazines, will
Yep,
be
it's a 10
fairly
round.
quickly. But it does accept
Surprisingly, 10 round, quote unquote, pistol magazine in 223 is allowed in Canada, but Canada has like the weirdest gun laws ever.
any other form of magazine to one's heart content, as long as it fits a standard.
Quote unquote, it has to be
Reassembly,
pistol.
pretty easy.
Pistol.
You stick that
Legal
gas key
reasons, 10
right
round
in that
pistol
little
magazine.
channel. Get a charging handle here. Slide her forward. Close her up. Slam that pin through. And we are
I really want
back
to know if
and ready
there's
to
anybody that has ever used a forward assist.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the AR-215, one of the weapons of all time. I know AR-15s are super common here in the United States, but I think it's cool to see
The
a
vibe
different take on the
in
gun from the Russian
administrative
civilian market. Stuff like
results
this
were
is just, it's
the
unique.
vibe
I've
is
never
nice.
seen one in person before.
The vibe is
and I
good.
just think it's neat. And I thought you might too. Now, if you are a Tarkov fan, I guarantee you this is not your favorite gun to use in the game.
No, but it's okay for a starter gun, especially if you don't like AKs.
But let me know down below what is. Also, let me know down below if you'd like to see the AK-50 added to Tarkov, because I have reason to believe that that might become a possibility.
Really? Nikita's like Russian. There's a lot of like, I don't know. They might ask him to do it, or make a clone, make it AK dash some kind of Russian word 50. That way they can get it in the game without legal issues.
We'll see. Anyhow,
he
if
has
there's any other
connections.
weapons you'd like to see videos on that we haven't done yet, let me know down in the comments. Or any ideas for videos altogether, anything you'd like to see, let me know.
I really want to know. He doesn't mention it. I want to know how hot the wood gets once you put some rounds down the range.
No, I'm down to do it. I've got more time now. Anyhow, I appreciate you.
Unfortunately, I wish you were a congressman. That would be so interesting. And also to the timing, Mr. B said he would run for president if there wasn't a minimum age limit. I don't know
Guys,
how old he
you're
is,
staying all the way to the end, and I will
but
see
it would
you
be
sexy
so
YouTube
entertaining to see
otherwise.
Mr. B as president
next video.
or running for president.
Thanks.
Fuel is my obsession to make the perfect.
Okay, gotta pause that just in case there's any copyright music. Thank you for watching. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, but do comment anything I said wrong. Also, watch my other videos. I need the watch hours. Do it. Do it. Do it now.